Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since our last day in Tarkov. Hasn't been a lot of news. I've been absolutely wrecked trying to recover from my 24-hour stream, but we're kind of back to normal. Figured we'd get you caught up on some of the bigger things that happened in this tit. So unless you haven't been playing today, or the last couple of days for that matter, there are queues in the game right now, and they show up on your launcher when you first sign in, and they're not small. You'll see anywhere from 30, 40, 50,000 to as high as 150,000. That's what I've seen. Now, the rate of which these queues roll over are anywhere from a couple thousand every minute to 10 or 20,000 every minute. It just kind of depends. There is no real consistent number to this. Now, BSG has made a couple of very direct statements about this. Nikita posted on Reddit, which then BSG retweeted. So it's pretty official. It's about as official as it gets. They're saying that these are not related to drops. The volume of drops is not causing this, as they had much higher volume during the wipe and right after the wipe, and they weren't facing these issues. There's some unknown underlying problem that they're trying to sort through, they're trying to find, they're trying to fix. So the pretty common and I would say low-end statement of just buy more servers isn't going to fix anything. And anybody who's ever been in charge of a large project or managed any big groups of people and gear understands that just throwing money at something and buying more gear and buying more people, if you like, buying more people, paying more people to do work doesn't usually fix the problem, and in many cases makes it worse. I speak from experience. I used to deal with large projects, hundreds of $1 million size projects, and dealing with those, you never fixed a problem by throwing money at it or throwing equipment at it. You had to have a plan. You had to know what the problem was, and it doesn't sound like BSG even essentially knows exactly what the problem is right now, and they're working through it. On top of all of this, on a podcast with the Evasion guys, Nikita said that they are actively being attacked by malicious actors. This could mean DDoS, it could mean any number of things, but this isn't helping the issue at all. Nikita apologized. I mean, you can see it in his face when he's talking. Him and his team are absolutely just leveled by this. You can tell they're working their asses off. It's their holidays right now. They're working through their holidays to try to get us a game so that we can play. So with that, just keep in mind the queue system is temporary. It's not a permanent fix. They're just using it to try to balance and stabilize things so that they can get things fixed. On top of that, you have outside actors trying to make it even worse for everybody for whatever reason that is. So we all just need to be patient. Hopefully they get it fixed. I remember 2 years ago when they first brought drops to Tarkov, the servers were screwed up for 6 weeks at least. It was miserable trying to get 15-minute queue times. Sometimes you wouldn't get in a raid, equipment not showing up, losing gear. I don't want any of that. I would rather sit in a queue and wait, or take a day off at Tarkov and then lose a sick case full of keys like happened to Pestily and countless other people. So it sucks, but it's what we have. We have to deal with it. If you think it's too much, go grab another game and play it. Don't get yourself worked up over this game right now and make yourself hate it because of something that's going to be temporary. So that's it for my soapbox. I'll get off of it. I don't need to preach to you guys. I don't know how many of you listen to it anyways. So we'll get on with some of the other more juicy bits of news that has happened over the last couple of days. Now, unless you've been completely ignoring Tarkov for the last couple of days, there are airdrops in the game now. They're a random event. They can happen 1, 2, I've even seen reports of 3 times per raid. Airplane will fly over, it'll kick out a box, it'll parachute to the ground, red smoke will pop out, and it's this absolutely huge loot container compared to like a Lucky Scav junk box or thick item case, a little bit bigger actually. But it's full of everything from slicks and altons to barter items to really good guns. You can get an RSAS out of it, that hard to find gun for Gunsmith Task 6, and you can't miss it. It's an insanely loud aircraft flies overhead, makes it so you can't hear anything. You can actually push people because they can't hear you coming, and you just got to go look outside and see where the airplane is to try to find the drop, and then try not to get shot while you're on it. BSG released an article with it, kind of a lore deal. Translate thanks to Midnight Lyrics on my Discord. Translated, it says, there were observed unknown transport planes in airspace of Norvinsk region. I didn't say that. Norvinsk region? I didn't say it right. According to unconfirmed data of military experts, those are Russian aircraft IL-76MDs. Sources report that planes are flying by above the ground combat encounters. It seems like these are first flights on territory of closed area since the start of armed conflict. Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation deny their involvement to mentioned events. After first messages about flights above Tarkov, they are stated to appear videos of unknown cargoes, which were marked with red smoke. So that's that. You got airdrops in game now. Have fun going after them. Be quick. Get in, get out. I like to carry a green smoke with me, one of the new ones that Peacekeeper sells. Covers you while you're looting and gives you a little bit of a cleaner runaway. On top of this, Twitch drops are still ongoing. They'll be going until the 8th. Make sure you go show support to some of the smaller streamers if you can. Even going and lurking and hanging out helps these people a ton. You can mute the tab. Make sure there's about 6 or 7 different Chrome extensions out there that'll auto collect for you, auto collect your drops. So you can just go on about your business, help out the streamer, and also get some free stuff out of it. Now, speaking of that, the Christmas event will go on at least till the 8th, probably. Obviously, that could not be the case, but I'm pretty sure it'll go on till at least the 8th. But it might not last very long after that. And I wouldn't expect it will. They may turn it off right at the 8th. They may turn it off the day after. It's kind of hard to see. In the past, they've always gone till about the 2nd week of January. And then they turn it off with very little notice. So make sure you get your crafts started. Don't sit on any Christmas balls because they're worthless once the tree goes away. And if the tree goes away while you're crafting and you haven't collected, you'll lose whatever you've got in there. So make sure you stay ahead of all of that and you get that done before they turn off all this Christmas event stuff. Speaking of this, something I noticed when I was streaming the other day that people didn't realize is that the stuff spawns in the Christmas presents around the Christmas trees, like either on or kind of inside the Christmas present. You got to go up and get the little white dot and loot it, or around it, and everything from rollers and really good weapons attachments to rubles and you name it. It's kind of got a little bit of everything. And on top of that, you can get Christmas balls off the tree itself. They spawn on the tree. You could walk up and loot them. With that out of the way, a couple of channel things for myself, self-indulgences, if you will. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who showed up for my drops day on the 30th. It was absolutely unbelievable. You guys tipped me over, to be honest with you. I didn't expect to have that many people show up. It exceeded my wildest expectations. Thanks to the folks that came and rated me and dumped me their viewers. Thanks to everybody who hung out, all the subs, the follows, the donations, everything. It was really unbelievable, and it was a really special night for me. So thank you to everybody. The Tarkov community is fantastic. Hands down, it's probably one of the best ones out there. And I do mean that. I'm not just saying that to butter you all up. It really is the case. It's taken me a few days to get back to some semblance of normal. Really screwed up my sleep schedule. Still kind of out of it, but we're getting back. With that being said, though, we're going to get into a more dedicated stream schedule. Shows me that there is folks out there that definitely want that. I've always been kind of back and forth on when I stream, never been super committed to any time and days, but I think we'll switch that up and get to a more specific stream schedule for y'all so you can watch, plan around it, and see you guys on stream. With YouTube, we're going to continue cranking out videos. It's going to slow down here for a day or two as we get caught back up, get things back into the pipeline with that 24-hour stream. We're going to be trying out YouTube Shorts again, seeing how those do. You won't always hit your subscription feed. We'll load them up, put them live without necessarily hitting your subscription feed, but they'll always have a thumbnail on them that you guys can see that it's a short versus not a short. That way, if it's not your cup of tea, you don't get tricked into watching or anything like that. But with all that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, appreciate the support. It's been an amazing year. Super grateful for the opportunity you've all given me. I wish you the best of luck in raids. We'll see you in Tarkov.